Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Sismo Digital Teaching Fellowship 2026. Today, we'll be looking at tools, building your digital teaching workspace. Last weekend, we also looked at your tools as well, but then we couldn't finish it up yet last week. So today, we'll be taking off from where we stopped. Remember, we've handled a key things already. Let me just walk you through. The first week, we handled the mindset, discovering why you want to be a teacher and why you've actually chosen this path. The second week, you look at the skills, becoming an exceptional educator. What are the skills you need to become exceptional in whatever thing that you do, especially as an educator, and tailored to a digital educator in particular. So the recordings are online. Just go do well to visit the YouTube channel and then you walk through. Then we are currently working on the tools you need to build a digital workspace. All right, we looked at the key things yesterday, how to build your digital teaching workspace, just a rundown. And we went ahead to talk about the things that a beginner needs to set up the laptop, the drawing tab, the ring lights, and the rest of it. We went on to talk about the kind of laptop you need, the requirements, and all. We looked at the key tools you need and how you can get them on Jumia. Very important to save through and then you buy them. We looked at the ring lights, to desk and chair. We navigated to internet connection. I showed us a few things we'll be needing. Why starting? I spoke about a power bank and then the Google Meet, how to, you can also use what we call companion mode. I forgot to talk about that last week in terms of joining with more than one device. And then growing as a professional, we have a list of the things you need from your phone down to professional workspace and the rest of them. Then we navigated to this Samsung tablet and why I think is a very good game changer in terms of teaching. I moved ahead to talk about external monitor and I spoke about the benefits of using an external monitor as an educator and how it makes the work a little more easier for you. Then we also went ahead to look at the webcam and how it changes. What's the importance of all of those things? We went ahead to talk about the microphone and the headset. These are key things we spoke about. And then the internet upgrade. I'm just doing a rundown. Then how to create high quality learning resource. This is the very place we stopped the last time and we couldn't dive so deep because of the technical issues we had the last time. So today we're going to walk through them step by step. All right. So I spoke about the workflow. First of all, you plan it or you study, depending on the material you're making use of and the class you are teaching. So, but the order should be the ideas. First of all, you do your research and the rest of it. You study whatever thing you want to build. Let's say there's something you guys are doing in school and you want to prepare materials for it. The same process. You think, you plan, and then you execute. So for the first one I have right here is the idea which I've spoken about. Then let's now look at how do I create resources using ChatGPT. So in this session now, we'll be looking at your ChatGPT and how we can create learning resources using ChatGPT. All right, so let's dive in. So the first thing I believe that each and every one of us by now should have an account with ChatGPT. It is required and it's very important that we have an account with GPT by now. Even if it's a free account, that's entirely fine. But then I would advocate that you get the what do you guys call it? Would I call it the pro account or something? Yeah, that you work towards that. That will really help and make the entire work a whole lot more easier for you, right? And I said something the other time that I have someone who could give you the login details are more like a shared sub for just 6,890 naira for 1 month. 6,890. So if you want to do that, you could let me know. I will message him and it gives you a group you can join. It's a group sub and it makes everything easier for you. So that said, let's look at how we can create resources using GPT. So I will share my screen shortly and then we'll take it up from there. All right, so let me share my screen now. Okay, I'm sharing my screen already, so I need to share the tab for the GPT. Yeah, I believe you could see it now. I'm sharing my screen. You could see that. So let me tap on. Let's click on the sidebar. So you could see that I have my own folder already, which I tagged Sismo, right? Then it is also important if you have once you get that kind of sub because other persons are using that account as well because it is shared. All right. So it's important to create your own folder okay, let me just I shouldn't share this actually because other persons have their this thing, but just create your own folder and you start navigating through from there. All right. So I think what I can do, instead of entering Sismo again, I can click a new project. All right. Let's call it Sismo. I hope you can see what I'm doing actually. So once you enter there, click on that plus sign. Let's call it Sismo Fellowship. All right. So I just call this Sismo Fellowship and then I'll create a folder for it so that when I come back, I'm saying this because should in case you want to use a shared sub. So now you could see that it's blinking now. So anytime I come, I can always come to this particular place and then I start taking it off from there. So what will I do? I have a prompt I shared on the group chat already. So just copy this particular prompt. I wish I can. Okay, I think I should share my screen as well for each of the steps basically. So I will copy that particular prompt. So let me quickly see if I can share my screen so you can see the prompt and then I still come back to this. I know we will watch this at the end of the day. So let me stop sharing this and then let me share for you to see what the prompt looks like basically. So now I hope you can see that I'm sharing my screen now and I hope you could see it. So that's what it looks like right there. Share my screen. So let me see if I can zoom in a bit on it. Um, let's see. Uh, so I hope you can see the prompt. I'll just copy it the way it is. All right. So I'll just copy it this way. I'm trying to copy the entire prompt. It might be tiny from your own end. Yeah, but then once I copy, I even gave how to use it below it. So I'll copy. Then I go straight to GPT and then I paste it there. So I will be stopping. I will stop sharing this particular screen now. So stop sharing and then share this particular tab right away. So I've copied my prompt now. So I'm going straight to GPT and I want to paste it right there. So, but now observe something. I have two kinds of for this. There are two of them. Observe something. Now we have the chart and we have for work. It is something that GPT introduced of recent. OpenAI, they just did that of recent, that you can have that for just your chart. And then if you want to do something more deeper, you could use the work session. But I think this can reflect if you're using the paid version of it. Okay. So I want to use the chart first of all to build the content, and then I'll go to the work, right? I'll move to the work session and then I'll develop the material. I don't want to use Canva for now. Let's just focus entirely on ChatGPT for now. So it will be easier for us to follow through even while watching the recording. So I'll go ahead and I'll paste what I have right away inside the chat. I've pasted it. So now if you read, so that you can as well be creative with your own prompts. So anytime you're writing a prompt on ChatGPT, you have to assign it a role. A role must be assigned to it. All right. Then you can even make examples. Okay, create a keynote speech just like TED, just like Apple Notes. You can just give examples of the kind of things you want him to create for you, like the kind of role you are assigning to him, not him, Abi. You are assigning to the two, basically. So I have you are an experienced curriculum designer, instructional presentation expert, blah blah blah. Create a complete slide by slide outline and content for a classroom presentation based on the details below. So let's use a topic. I prefer using a topic that so I can't think about anything again aside photosynthesis because I've seen that already on the this thing. Anybody give us any topic that you teach in your school, any topic you want us to use, can you just type on the chat? I'll pick one person's one and then we'll build on that. Nobody? Just any topic you want us to work on, maybe from what you teach, you can just type on the chat so we'll pick it. The session should be interactive a bit. Energy, okay? So let's work on energy. Now, the subject, sorry, topic is energy. Subject should be science, basically. Science is where we should have energy, radioactivity. I think I have more of science, the science people in the house. Energy, radioactivity. When I want blow the entire place. All right, so now I have let's use Nigerian curriculum. I think the radioactivity and energy they still have something in common when you talk about your nuclear energy and the rest of them. A very beautiful field, actually. So now, which class should do energy? The person that said energy, which class should do energy? Which class are you looking at giving the energy? JSS2. Yes. You are uh, on top somebody's energy. Another person is giving the class. Is the person that said the energy, I'll take the class now. Right. So JSS1 for energy. Now, number of slides. How many slides do you need? Can we make it 15? Should I make the choice for you? How many slides? Okay, I should make the choice for you. 15. All right. Now, the duration of the class should be 60 minutes. They should be able to listen for 60 minutes. Now, if you don't want to stress yourself in terms of learning objective, but I think you should know your objective. All right. Don't use GPT to get objective. You should know what you want the students to learn based on the syllabus you have in your school. So, but then let's just tell it to just do that for us. Um, just generate for me, okay? Then you check whether the students is there anything they know before now. You can type it in. They know this, especially if you are teaching one person, like one-on-one class. All right. So let's make it simple and visual for young learners, very fast. You can add any other thing you want to add right here. That's why I said is about the quality of your prompt. The more detailed the prompt is, the better the output is going to look like, or the output will be. So just take time to give a very quality prompt, and then that guy will deliver completely. I promise you. He's going to deliver like never before. He will deliver. He certainly will deliver. All right. So that said, let me type in the next. English should be simple English, the kind I'm speaking now. Very simple one. All right. Um, yeah, very simple English. Um, then, is there any special request we need to make? Yes. The special request we need to make, let it include those local and regional examples for students in Nigeria, right? So let's make sure that the examples is going to use will be for students here in Nigeria, and it will be easier for them. Include local and regional examples for students in Nigeria. All right. So for students in Nigeria. All right. So the instructions should be there as well. Instructions, overview, topic, grade, then produce. I don't think there's anything I'm editing here again. You can read through because I think I lack the patience now. So I'll just hit. It gives me the outline, and then we'll take it off from there entirely. Anything you want to do whatsoever, just give a detailed prompt, and you can even you can use the AI to prompt AI. You can. I want to be so and so. Give me a prompt I can use, as if you are giving it to someone, another tool altogether. Like I can tell GPT now, give me a prompt I can use to build so and so slide that I will give to. You can mention another tool, but then you still come back to it, create a new chat and send that particular prompt it gave to you to it. Does it make sense? Like you can use this guy to also prompt it, like based on what you want to do. It gives you a detailed prompt, and you still come back to it again, or you can go back to another tool and make use of that. I'm going to show that example as well. So I'm sending the prompt right away. Let it give me something, and then we'll move over to the work version and get our slides ready. So while the thing is loading, I don't know. We said we should bring food to the class today. I don't know whether I think it's time to just get the food ready. We'll just be eating while um, GPT is preparing the output for us. I don't know if anybody tried to do that for us. Nobody. Okay, that's not fair. That's not fair. Okay, we have 14 slides, and I'm copying everything now. I want to copy suggested homework. Okay, let me leave the suggested homework. Let's take the homework basically. So I want to copy it now. I've copied the slide, the content. Now I will still come back to this lesson outline. I'm already there, but then let me switch to the work section of OpenAI. Made that available, and I think it makes a lot of sense basically. So I'll click on that fellowship again, the icon of the Sismo fellowship. It shows me for chat and it shows me for work. So I'll click on work now. So you a lot of things for these guys, but let's just focus on what we want to do. So I'll click on this. Now we have the content. Now I will copy the next one that tells it to turn that to create the slide, right? I want to open that particular, what do you call it? The prompt. So there's a prompt and I want to copy the prompt now. All right. So let me copy. So I'm copying the prompt now. Sorry, I'm not showing my screen where I'm copying it from, but then I just have a prompt as well. I'll paste it here. So now create a slide. No need of putting the number again. The other one gives it a slide presentation titled Energy. All right. Titled Energy. Sorry. For sciences. All right. For sciences, designed for JSS1 students. JSS1 students following the, what do you guys call that our Nigeria curriculum again? NE what again? When I'm ready. NERODC, right? I don't know if it's correct though. Educators in the house, help me now. Okay, thank you. So now look at the last thing. It says here is the full prompt to use. All right. So I'm going to delete everything here and then paste that the content I had before from that guy. So, but because I left it to copy another thing, so let me go back again to pull it forward. All right. So I think I should hit here and then I can delete a few things. So let me copy from here. Great job. So let's now move back again. All right. A fellowship. So pasting the full content right here. Yeah, the lesson overview, everything I've pasted. So I'll hit the button now and then let it get to work. But like I said, I'm making emphasis on you reading yourself. Let the content come from you. Then let the visuals come from GPT. I repeat again, let the content, I will not advocate you going to lift this content this way. I repeat, I won't, I'm not saying you should just go there and get the content directly from it. Please plan the work yourself. Let the examples contain the names of your students. Let it contain things you know they love, because GPT doesn't know all of those things. It just gives you the content so that the visuals will now be produced by ChatGPT, not the content itself. I believe so much the content should come from you, from what you've read about energy, from what you've studied about energy, and from what you know already about energy. Sketch on paper and the rest of them, and let it now be the guy to produce the visuals for you. So now I will hit the send button now. So I should go to the work version so that it produces exactly what we need. All right, so let's go and let's wait for it. I think it was, how many slides did I get? I think 14 slide, right? I think I chose 14. Who can remember, please? Don't know the way I forget things these days. Yeah, I think it was for, yeah, 15 slides. So let me type that in there so that it gives me exactly 15 slides. Okay, thank you. All right. Create a 15 slide presentation. So let's hit the button now. And once you hit the button, just allow it to do its stuff. All right. So why it is doing that, you can just be doing another thing by the side, maybe. But me, I think the guy is using French for me. Don't worry. I think because of the person that did this before, someone that's one thing about having a group account. Someone might have done something with French and told the guy use, and then you can see what is happening. So, but then I will include that in the prompt later on. It should be in English. So, while it is processing, is important to be doing something by the side. Maybe for me, I would think I would prefer to have something eating while waiting for it to process, so that I can think better and have enough energy to edit whatever it gives to me. So let's wait for it to process. Yeah. So allow it to do everything, process whatever thing it wants to process. On the side, you can also decide to now go to Canva. So why this guy is doing this way, let's now look at how to use Canva to create the same presentation. All right. So why this guy is processing, I want to log into Canva. Yes. So let me share this tab now. I want to go to Canva. So I'll just search Canva on Google, then click on it. I will share my screen for Canva shortly. So while that guy is processing whatever thing is processing, I will click on share this tab instead. And I'm now sharing my screen. So let's see what happens as GPT is processing its own. Let's see what this guy has in stock for us. So um I will go here. So Canva is upgrading every single day, like every single day. All right. So a lot of things you can get here as a teacher. All right. A lot of templates you can explore that you want to use is just right here. People, this Canva happen. People is their full time work. Like we have, there's a lady. She calls herself a Canva educator. Her work is just to teach teachers how to make use of Canva. That is all. So Canva on its own is a whole lot of things that you can do with it, even by the side as a tutor, as a educator, as a anything at all. So let's click on the Canva AI. All right. And also, like I said last week, this Canva AI, you can have the subscription for just 250 in a month, and then you join the team. But every 1 month you renew. Okay, for a start, it's 500 naira, right? And after that, you now renew for just 250 for you to make use of the pro version. Very cheap, not even up to the money that you use in buying data. So you don't have any excuse for not having the both of them, even that of the 6,830 and that of the what do you call it, the 250. So what will I do now? Let me just paste that content from GPT, and then I will now get the slide, the creating of the slide now from the prompt I had earlier. It should be on top. All right. So let me get that one immediately and paste as well. While we wait for those two guys to AI, this is Canva prompt. So I want to copy here. All right. So copy the brethren. So I want to paste it right here. Oh no, oh no. I think it's copied the other guy twice. Sorry. They say when you want to copy, copy well. And I think I didn't copy well this time. I copied the name of the person that gave me the assignment. All right, so let's move. So let me now paste. So I'll go to the top, top. Then I'll paste right here. All right. So create. I'm tired of writing these things again, but then you don't have to be lazy like me. Go ahead and type 15. The topic is energy. You can just copy and paste energy. I didn't spell well. Energy. Don't worry. Then science, and then just one. Just one. You guys, okay, Nigeria, NEDRC, abi? Then where relevant. Each slide, blah, blah, blah. So let's see the button. But before then, look at this place. There are some things you have under here. The first guy asks you, the first will ask you, what do you want to do? I want to design. So I will click on design. This is exactly what I want to do. Now, under design, I want to do a presentation. You even have marketing, you even have logo, anything you want to do. So let's click on presentation. Now, it will ask you the kind of audience you want to work with. So I want to work with this educational setting, not a corporate setting. Then the style of the visual you want. I think we have different, we have playful. I think for JSS1 students, it should be playful. All right. And then the length, it should be balanced 15 to 15 5 to 15 pages. All right, any kind of this thing you want, you can pick it, but I think it should be playful for kids in JSS1. So after that, let's hit the enter button, the submit button. But let's now go back to our GPT and see what that guy is doing for us at the moment. Sorry, let me share this tab. So once you click on that, it brings you to this place. This is the workspace now. This is the space where you start working on it. All right. So it's now working on whatever thing I've given. You can see that coming up. All right. Energy around us, learning objective forms of energy, heat and light energy, and the rest of it. So, but before then, let me check our GPT and see what it has for us at the moment. All right. So it has done that already. Share this tab instead. Can you see that it has prepared our presentation for us already? It is ready. So now what will I do? Let's just click on this. You click on it so it can download. It can preview whatever thing you have so that you see what it looks like, what the slide looks like inside your GPT. All right. So you see what it has already for us. It has the energy. Energy is everywhere around us. You could see what it looks like basically. You have the learning objective. You have let's think, we have energy's ability to do work. So let me download the slide fully, and then we can compare together with what it has for what do you call it, from the other guys. Okay, so Let me open up the file and share my screen as well. Then we could compare to know the one that you prefer. But I think it still boils down to the prompt. I think this prompt didn't include things about the visuals it's going to make use of. I don't think. Okay, it didn't go into details to give the visuals. All right, so but that said, let me share my screen anyway, and then you see what the slide looks like. So slideshow from beginning. So men and brethren, I want to share my screen now. Um, here, so you could see. So stop sharing. So let's share and see what the slide looks like again. So my window, I'm sharing the presentation on energy. So let me share. Yeah, confirm you can see. You should be able to see my screen on the presentation now. We are presenting energy. Yes. All right. Okay. So that said, you could see energy is everywhere around us. You could see the slide. So it is now your later you can use your you see that these things are scattered. Like I feel that all of these guys should be inside of this circle. So with your PowerPoint, you can now arrange it better. I think I'll also show us how to do that as well. So I'm moving through the slide. Um why is this guy not moving? Why is the slide not moving? Okay, let me check. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so that's the next one. Learning objective. We'll have let us think. What happens? What helps this happen? All right. The energy is the answer. It has prepared everything for you. What is energy? Energy is blah blah blah. Forms of energy. But I don't think I like the background color. You can work on that as well. You can tell it the kind of color that my prompt was not too direct. You can specify the kind of color combination you want it to do for you, right? And like I said, use the AI to prompt the AI. Use the chatbot to prompt another chatbot, and then it delivers the work for you. Sound energy, forms of energy, renewable and non-renewable energy around Nigeria. It gives that example we prompted before. Class activity, match each item with its energy, then the summary of energy, then you have your quiz at the end, and then thank you, energy makes life possible. And that's the end of our slide. All right. So now that said, let's go back to um the other guy and see what he has for us. Okay. So, but okay, I think I'm omitting something. Let me also show you how to just edit it a little bit so that it looks better. So I'm careful to ensure that the so that when you are watching the videos, it's quite easier for you to follow through. And Mr. Hillary, please, when you're uploading, it's also important that you upload based on chapters. I think it's possible. Chapter one, this, chapter two, this on YouTube, so that they can easily move through the one they want to watch. Yeah, please take note. I might forget after now. So let's edit this a bit. Now, in editing, what do I need to do? Look at how this guy is looking now. So you can click on it. When I click on it, I can just reduce a bit. Just your normal skill of using your PowerPoint. Okay. So you now use your PowerPoint to arrange it to look better. So let me still reduce a bit. Yeah, so it has entered inside that circle. So you just look through and see the kind of things you have. Check whether this color is what you like. If you don't, you can walk around it. You can click on it, edit anyone you want to edit. All right, slide 3. Step 3. Is there anything you don't like here? I don't like how this thing, I can space it. Yeah, there should be space here. So you review your work and then before you deliver. All right, so that said, let's go back to, if you're following so far, can you please give me a thumbs up? Following so far till now, can you give me a thumbs up? All right. All right. I'm confused. Give me a thumbs up. I don't think that anybody is confused. Do I have anyone that is confused? All right. Nobody's confused. Thank you so much. Okay. So let's go back to that other guy and see what the guy is doing for us at the moment. Okay. What did you paste first on Canva and what was the second? Okay, what I pasted first on Canva was the instruction. Now, if you look at the let's go here so you can see what I did from the very beginning. So the first thing I pasted there was the instruction I want that guy to take. Instruction first, so he can read it in order. So now I said he should create so and so and so. And then under it, and I said, here is the full content to use. So I gave it an instruction. The two documents are on the group already. So you could just check that on the group to see what the prompt looks like. So create, execute this. It is here that you can actually give it more instructions. The color to use even the color code. Don't just say use green. You can include the color code. People that do graphic design understand better. The hex code, that's HEX hash 0000 for white and the rest of hash FD. You can give it the color codes that you want it to do. But I think it's best you tell. I will do that the second time. I will use the prompt from GPT to do it for us. So now after that, you now paste the content that you have from your GPT or the content you want to give to it. All right, so that's for that anyway. So let's go back to. I hope you answered your question, sir slash ma. Blessed. Okay, thank you. So I'll now hit on generate presentation now. The guy is done. So let's hit on generate presentation and he's working on it already. I would have done that before moving to ChatGPT. So now we are looking at how to create with Canva from the same prompt that we had with GPT. So you've seen it's possible to do that on ChatGPT, get the content from there, do the design from there, and it's also possible to just get it from ChatGPT and come over to Canva to produce it. There are a lot of tools out there. You have OneNote also has that option to generate slides. All right, but for me, I think I prefer these two guys together with Cloud. Is it Cloud that you guys call it? CLAUDE. That tool is quite amazing. All right. Um, yeah, of course, I know that Canva will always deliver because it has more tools. GPT delivers as well, right? And it can bring up amazing visuals. The presentation I used yesterday for our what do you call it? Our program, the opening ceremony. Though it took a lot of time because I had to draft out everything and the rest of them. But the pictures and everything, the pictures was from GPT and it delivered very neat, like very clean presentation. Though it gave me a tough time at some point. Okay, let's look at what our Canva has for us now. Energy around us. So let me present. If you want to present, you can just click on this place. If you want to present the slide right here on Canva, you click on present, then you can go ahead and present. So it is done with creating the project or the presentation. So head on to present. So when you click on present, it goes on full screen. You could see that your presentation is now off on full screen. So what's the next thing I could do now? I can now navigate through. There's a button there, and there's also something else they provided down here. So once you move your cursor through, you see something at the bottom here. You can zoom in. Can you see that at all? You can zoom in right here, or you can write on it on the slide. So when you click on that draw button, you have, is it a pen? What do you want to do with it? This is your, choose the color right here. This is the eraser to clean out anything you want to clean out. This is your highlighter if you want to highlight something. All right, depending on what you want to do, any of them can go. All right, so let me click the color here for this guy, and then let me click a color, let's say red, and then I could now literally what write on this place. So you're still using blue for me. I want to use red for it for that stuff. So you can now write on it. You could see, you could write on it. All right. But if you're using that drawing tablet I spoke about, it is easier for you to write on the slide while presenting on Canva. All right. So you could write, you could actually let's go back here again. You could use this arrow now gives you, if you are trying to talk at the way I'm talking now. Hello, students, energy around us, discover that one is your business. So I'm not teaching energy. So you could just move around it here and discover the power behind just that way, and you can write. So let's clean up whatever thing we have right here. So click here, and then you could um uh the eraser is not working today. Okay. Uh yeah, I should be able to clean now. Okay. The thing has refused to clean today. That's interesting. But that icon should be for your eraser side. Okay. Yeah, it's working now. Just click on it and then it cleans as well. Beautiful. So we've cleaned it. So let's move down to see the kind of slide we have in this energy. So learning objective, you could see that. Yeah. And I think I would prefer to use this cleaner as even my presentation stuff because it highlights it kind of. So learning objective, number one, number two, number three. What helps this happen? You have the images and the pictures. What is energy? So very fine slide we have right here: forms of energy, heat energy, light energy, sound, electrical, chemical, chemical, sources of energy, renewable and non-renewable, energy around Nigeria, why is energy important, class activity. If you notice something, all of them gave you exactly the same thing, just different way of presenting information because they are working based on the content you give them. All right, so that's the summary, and then you have a quick quiz for those in JSS1. And thank you. Energy makes life possible. The same way the other guy ended the slide, that was the same way Canva ended the slide as well. All right, so let's do something now. Let's see how we can use our own color. Or before then, let me not forget. How do you download this slide? How do you download? Very important. So when you click on this share button, this is for presenting in Canva, right? You want to present using your Canva, or you want to download and then present or send it as to someone, anyhow you want to do it, or you want to save it as a PDF so that you can now write using WPS because internet might not be stable for you to be annotating directly on Canva. It needs your internet to run. So you might prefer to just make use of download as PDF and then write on it without relying so much on the internet. So here is your download button. All right, so you hit the download button and then it pops an option. I want to download as a PDF. That's entirely fine. If you want this page only, that's fine. All the pages, the button is there. If you want to download as a PPT, it is also here to download this as PPT. You click on this and then it downloads as a PowerPoint file. You click on download and then it downloads the file from you. You click as PDF. It also downloads it for you, right? So this is how to create your presentation using your Canva. If you want to copy the contents and then paste it right here, and it does the job for you. All right, so let's go back again and see how we can use GPT to let it prompt itself and deliver what I want it to do. All right, so let's just add that to this, just a little thing, just to make our work a little bit easier. So let's go like this. I will create a new chat now. Sorry, I'm not sharing this tab yet. So I'm sharing the tab now. So let's go over to chat now. So I want to teach, let's use reactivity like someone say, I want to teach radioactivity. I know the students can only find it, my English here, engaging if it has the right visuals and the right lesson and the right presentation of information. Uh, information. All right. Give me a prompt suitable for cloud or Canva to produce a quality presentation slide, a quality slide deck for the lessons. I teach. The person that said relativity was JSS2 student, right? I teach JSS2, right? Reactivity, JSS2, right? SS2, okay. I teach SS2 students. That means these are more mature students. They are big boys and big girls. All right. All right, let's go. This is one of the best use cases for AI. The quality of slide depends less on asking for slides and more on giving the AI's creative direction. Instead of saying make a presentation on reactivity, make it think like sorry, I'm going up now. I hope you can see it now. Make it think like an educational designer from National Geographic or education. All right. Here's a master prompt you can use with Cloud, Canva, or any presentation AI. Good. You are an award-winning educational presentation designer, curriculum expert, visual storyteller, and science communicator. Your task is to create an exceptional engaging lesson, blah, blah, blah. So just go ahead and copy that prompt. Copy the way it gave to you. It came from it, right? Just copy it that way. It came from this guy. Oh, yes, it did. Copy it that way. Um, I think I should just, if I copy the part now, I think it will take everything. So let me go again. Uh, okay. Just copy this button and then edit. Just come to this place and copy it. And then you edit it when you are pasting it. So let's just come here. But be careful that all of these things will come with it. Even this side will come with it. All of those guys. So please just head on to this is 5:40. Okay, interesting. We should be rounding up soon. So let's go straight to where should I go now? Let's all use this guy as well. Let's use GPT to produce. Then we'll do a little more things on that. So let's go to work now. So let's paste that thing that he gave us. You see, I'm also using that thing on him now. So let me clean this thing that we have here. Start from where even this thing he wrote as master prompt. You don't need that. Just go back to the bottom because I copied virtually everything to make it easier for me to copy. So I'm going down, down, down here to the last part. I want to remove this extra tip. Add this instruction at the beginning. So I'm going to copy that instruction. Look at what he said. If I'm using Canva, I should make use of this statement, right? So let's copy here. And I forgot to say something. I forgot to ask it to put the color for me, right? Okay, you can do that yourself. That's the assignment. Tell it to use your color for you. All right. So I've copied this part. So in case I'm going to use that on Canva. So now I hit my enter, and then let's allow it to do the job. So let's now go down to what do you call it? Let's go to Canva now, and then let me share this tab instead. Now that said, let me paste that last thing he said here for Canva. Generate editable this. Let me put that. All right. Then let me delete everything I have here. This extra tip. So let me go back to that thing he said right here. I doubt it will allow me to copy that, but let me see if it will be possible. Okay, yeah, I can. So I've copied the message. Okay, let me go back and tell you what I did. So while that guy is running, this is what I did, brethren. Educators in the house, sorry. So I clicked here, right? This is where I clicked. Look at that copy message of that my prompt I gave you. I'll just copy it right here because I edited that prompt already. So let me go back to this place and then I'll paste everything I have here. All right. So remember I added that final suggestion he gave me. I added it. All right. So let me now hit the enter button and let both of them work on it. Sorry, I'm not sharing that tab. Sorry, I added those things to. I added it to what do you call it? To Canva, please. I forgot. So let me share this, please. All right, so it is done generating for us. So I'll click on that generate button. Page number. Oh, no, no, no. Don't write anything for me. So it's generating that one for us, right? So the same process, I just copied that place and then pasted on Canva. So let's wait for it to happen. And we still check GPT as well. So let me check it. If it has finished, then I'll share my screen. Yeah, GPT is still working. Is working really hard. GPT is working really hard to deliver for us. Working seriously hard. Yeah, allow it to process because it's generating images as well. It might take a little bit of time to do. Okay, so I want us to be fast enough so we can move over to worksheets and some other platform we can make use of. Meanwhile, but this thing is quite heavy on my. It's you can see it's stretching my image now on the video. So I think just do it one after the other. I'm taking risk doing this thing I'm doing now because I'm stressing the. Let me not talk. I'm stressing my laptop as it stands. So please don't create these multiple unless you have a strong good. So our output is here already. Very amazing slide we have here. So let me click on present so all of us can see that. All right. So presenting the slide is loading. Just let's give it a few minutes. Okay, you can see it now. Radioactivity. See those pictures. Quite beautiful. All right. So what is rocks around you? So let's say that's what you have actually, right? Learning objective. That's what you have. Though I don't like the choice of color, you have to give it the color you want it to deliver with. So and good enough. Remember, you can as well edit these things. You can edit it yourself. Or like you can, if there's any mistake in the write-up, you can edit it. Have you seen real images of some of those guys? Those that worked on it. All right. Then what does where do atoms belong in reactivity? Stable and the rest of them. And unstable nucleus. All right. So reductivity decay, how it happens, step by step process. It becomes unstable as always. You know, particles are emitted, new atoms are formed, and energy is released. Yeah, alpha particles, beta particles. So that's exactly what you have. Let's be very fast so you can review it. Gamma rays, comparison, even the formulas, the stats, some of those things there, 10 kg, 50 kg, half-life. We also spoke about half-life, reactivity at work, the applications, when it emits living tissues, rules of radiation, protection, case studies, impact lessons, and the rest of it. So that's it. I think this is the last slide. One connection, all of them. So that's it for um, Canva. So let me see whether GPT has delivered his own slide. Let's quickly check if it has delivered. GPT is still working on. All right, so let me share so you can see what is happening. Yeah, GPT is still working, all right, to deliver the slide. So that is it for that. I'm going to come back to it when it is done. All right. So for you to create a worksheet, creating a worksheet follows the same process. If you want to create a worksheet, it follows the same process. So let's do an example now for a worksheet. Okay. So let me go back to that place. Let me use the energy that someone said we should use before. Let's use the energy outline. Okay. So let me write something right here for this energy. Now, create a 15 question worksheet from the contents provided. Full stop. The question should be should be a mixture of multi-choice. Okay, multiple. What do you guys call it again? Multiple choice and fill in the blank, which is subjective. Full stop. So let's allow it 15 question worksheet from the contents provided, a mixture of multiple choice. So it now gets the content, and let's go ahead to. Sorry, I forgot something. I would have added. I'll give to Canva as well. Okay, since I forgot, but it's also important to put it once and for all. So let me say I want Canva. I want Canva or Cloud to create this worksheet and present it in a beautiful way. Just a lemon, beautiful way. Give me a prompt for that. All right. Okay, now so we have something here now. So it has assigned it a row. So let me copy everything I have and the question. Are you seeing how detailed it broke down everything for me? Which on the norms, you might not be able to prompt the way it did, all right? But it's also good you take a course on prompt engineering on Coursera. It will as well help. So I want to copy this now, but I don't know whether it is done presenting that our stuff for us. Let me check whether it is done with the presentation. Okay, the guy is done already. So let's open the slide before we go to the worksheets. So let's open up. All right, so it is downloading now. So let me open it. If you're still with me, can you give me a thumbs up, please? Okay, great. Yeah, so I think it delivered something similar to what Canva did, though. So let me show you. Okay, yeah, thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate. So stop sharing. So let me share my screen now, so you could see that of GPT real quick. So I won't zoom into it. I won't present. Just I'll skim through so you see what it looks like as fast as possible. All right. So you could see how it looks like for that particular one. Let's be very fast. You see that it gave us almost the same thing. Can someone attest to that? Yeah, it gave us almost the same thing. So the second one, the third one, reactivity begins, how everything starts. So it still delivered wonderfully well. So you can create inside GPT. Look at this one, even gave beautiful. It even gave you an equation. Can you see that? Yeah, even gave us an equation right there. Very, very wonderful equation. Blessed, hope you can see that. That gave you an equation right there about your uranium, how it breaks down into your alpha particle. You can see that. So you have the decay, right? Then you have the same stuffs right here. So it delivered completely the same way others would. I hope you can see that slide very well right here. Okay. Blessed, you could see it very well. Or should I zoom in? Yeah, we're good, right? Everybody, we're good. Educators in the house, we are good, right? Okay, beautiful. So let's now go back to our worksheet. All right, creating the worksheet now. Remember what I did already. I have already prompted from the outline on that particular place where I have the content. That was the same place I asked for a worksheet. But then I forgot something. I said, please, I need a prompt for that. Just look at the difference between the two things I said earlier. Initially, I said, just give me a worksheet. What did it do? It just gave me an arrangement of the worksheets. You can see that, right? Okay, I'm not sharing my screen. So sorry, please. You just let me know when I'm not sharing what I'm saying. Very important. Um, Once I start saying something and then I'm not presenting, someone should call my attention to it. Okay. So, educators in the house, this is where I stopped. I hope you can see. I stopped right here in terms of sharing of my screen. So after preparing the slide for me, what I now asked on that, I said, create a 15 question worksheet from the contents provided, whether it's a multiple choice, it's all to you, up to you, the kind of question you want. But then it just displayed the question for me. And then I forgot to do something. I said, I said something. Why not just give I want to use so and so too. Just give me a prompt that will enable this guy create it in a very beautiful way. Look at the thing now. He now give an instruction to the tool, gave the worksheet details. It didn't just end there. It gave the illustrations they're going to do, how the top section will look like, what the instruction box should look like, everything. Section A, use a colored heading, arrange the question in two neat columns for space allowed, use circles or square beside A, B, C, and D. Very detailed instruction he gave right here for this guy to produce what we need. So what will I do here? I will just copy from here. Let's copy and let's go to GPT, ChatGPT as well. Let's use it to create now. I'm still under that work version. You have the chat and then the work. With the chat, I got the content and I want to use the work now to push this guy to deliver what I want. You can do both of them under the work section, but I think the charts, there's a reason why they separated the both of them. There should be a reason. And I believe that should be where you refine your ideas for the charts. Why the work has a lot of things right there. You can connect a lot of plugins on it and it delivers completely. So let's go ahead for now, what we are doing. And remember, I'm going to edit a bit. This thing should not be there. So I have to remove. You have to be someone that is careful, read through things very well. Don't just copy and paste, else it might deliver something else for you. Just come down to read through everything before you hit. Look at this thing now, the color palette. He gave it the color palette, primary blue, yellow, and everything that he's going to use for what you told him to create. So let me also copy this here so I can go to Canva and create. So I'm sending the prompt on GPT. GPT is working on my. You can even include the name of the students on the presentation. Let's do that here for Canva. So let's go over to Canva now, and let me share this tab. So what do I want to do? I will paste that same thing here on Canva. Now, remember, GPT is creating our worksheet for us. So I'll click it and paste here. All right. Then I can put the name of the student if you want. All right. So that place you have the name. Just type in the name of the student. Imagine the child coming and seeing that, oh, my name is on this. Very, very beautiful. All right. So but it's entirely fine. So let's click on design. All right. When you do that, click on design. Under design, this is not a presentation. This is a learning activity. Click on your learning activity. All right. Under learning activity to ask you which year. Don't worry, that your prompt will override whatever thing you are selecting here. But I think it's for JSS1, and JSS1 is year 7 actually. Now, what is the subject? The subject's radioactivity, this is chemistry, right? Blessed. Okay. So this is chemistry. Then the learning purpose, this is where you have to look very well. So I'm going to select understand the core concepts. That's the kind of thing I want you to do for me. Understand the core concepts. If you want to do those evaluation assess based on criteria, I think people into art, they do that a lot. There are criteria you are assessing the students on, maybe the kind of definition they give and the rest of them. People into art will know better than me when it comes to this. So I want to just them to understand the concepts. All right. That said, let's hit the button now and see what happens. Okay, so while that is happening, let's quickly check your learning objectives. Okay, good. Look at the prompt now. What are the kind of activities? Choose activities to generate. Now, I want you to do what? Answer questions. Are you there now? Can you see hear me? So energy comprehension. So quick questions. This is the one I want you to do. I'm going to select that particular one. So once you click on that, it's going to load something here. Look at it after loading. Then select the actual kind of assessment you want to generate. Okay. So for us is to generate a quick question that it could use. So that said, I will go ahead and hit on generate. All right. You could see that generate button here. I will hit on the generate button. And when I do, it is loading already. So you can see what is happening here, generating it. But then let's quickly go over to GPT and check whether our guy has delivered for us. All right, so GPT, Madam Braden has, sorry, educators, GPT has delivered the worksheet for us. So let's just click on JSS1 PDF. Man, no, why are you using energy for JSS1? Okay, we used energy. Yeah, energy, that's what we're doing now. And I was selecting year. Okay, year 7. Sorry, I was mixing with radioactivity. So I'll click on this. Let's see what it looks like. It's trying to preview the worksheet for us. And let's see what this worksheet looks like. Beautiful. So energy worksheet, the name is there. All right. Let me download so that it will be very clear for us to see, basically. Let me download and then I present. But I think from my phone here, I could see it very well. Confirm you can see very well. Give me a thumbs up if you can see very well. Let me see whether I can just stay here and not open it up. Very well. Yeah, good. Okay, so there's no need of us opening. So you can see the energy worksheet here. You have JSS1. So energy is the ability to do that, a multiple choice question. You have your section B, fill in the blank. So we have energy, light, wind, on the rest of them is the ability to do work. Then you have your bonus challenge. Science is everywhere. So once you do this, you can just download it. So I think I've downloaded. So I will not this my laptop is crying already, so let me not download anything on it again. So that's your energy worksheet from what? From ChatGPT. All right. So this has been settled. Now, ChatGPT have delivered our worksheet the way we want it to be like, and it has done that for us. Now, the next thing I want to check now is my Canva. Let's check if Canva has done this for us. Let's quickly check whether it has done it for us. Um, I can't find the thing I was trying to generate earlier. What happened? Didn't it generate for us? Okay, is here, brethren? Sorry, educate us in the house. I keep using brethren, but we are brethren as well, isn't it? All right, so educators in the house, the worksheet has been delivered by Canva. So you can see energy worksheet for JSS1. It has their name, their class, their score, and then it has the instruction. So multiple choice. You can decide that you send to the students and then they put their answer on paper. If they cannot download, they can just, number one, this is their answer. Number two, this is their answer. All right, but you've sent to them. So imagine you sending this kind of thing to the parents. It shows that, oh, the teacher is doing a lot. You can even include, instead of them the worksheet having this name, it comes default with the child's name and the class. So I tried, oh, you prepared this for me, right? That kind of thing now. Okay, so we'll have the multiple choice. Energy's ability to do dash. It did the same thing. Section B, fill in the bracket and the rest of them. This is teaching notes right here. So you can just go to share. You click on share and then you download it. So once you click on share, it goes ahead to download whatever you want to download. So once I click on the share button, all right, you can now download it as PDF. So what do you want to download as? I want to download as PDF. So let me click on download now because I'll be needing it for the next portion of what we want to do. So I can click on download. All right. So this is just a tip of what you could do with both tools that you have at your disposal at just 6,850 and 215 naira. So all of them put together is not up to 7,000. I think it's 7,100, and it's just for 1 month. And you can tell the number of things you can create within 1 month. So that is it for your Canva, how to use your Canva with the Canva AI and how to use your ChatGPT. But also remember that you have a host of resources that you could use when it comes to this. You could go to your template and it shows you a lot of things you could do. All right. So I've showed you how to create your learning resources when it has to come with the worksheet and how to your slides as well and whatever thing you want to do. So right about now, I think we should let me share this tab now. And you've seen how the resources can create your worksheet. Then the next thing now is your assessment. How can we create your assessment from here? All right. So we've done for Canva and we've done for ChatGPT. We've done for workbook creation. We've done your worksheet prompt. You see how I can do that already. Then let's now make it interactive. All right. How do we now make this worksheet interactive? You could make use of quizzes. You can make use of live worksheets. You can make use of Wizami. All right. So, but then this live worksheet is going to take me a little bit time, but then you could just browse. How can I make it's very simple. When you get to that platform, it tells you to just upload the documents and you add in something, then you can share the link with the kids. Okay, let's see whether we can do that shortly. But before then, let me use the easier way, which is what using your quizzes to actually get the stuff that you need. So quickly, let's see how we can create an interactive quiz using the material we prepared based on our own content. So let's do that shortly. I want to create a new tab and I want to search for quizzes. QUIZ, yeah, double Z, then quizzes. Then you can search Wayground, attach Wayground to it. I'm not sharing my screen, but I think I should do that now. So let me share this tab instead. You could see it now. So I will just click on enter. Then I'll click the first one right here. Then it's loading for me. But remember that for this one, you have the number of activities you could do. All right, because of the examples I gave you guys, I've used 6 of 20 activities I can do for free. To upgrade this particular platform is 18,000 for the month. All right. If you want to be making use of this, right, to make your quizzes interactive, okay. So, but you should know the number of students you have for you to start doing some of those things. But just to show you that this thing is available as well. So, what can I do here? You can decide to create a resource. You can decide to search for resources. I advocate use that one. So you can just go here and search for that particular topic. You can search for radioactivity. You can search for energy. And I will show the two of them again because of the last recording that was not so good. I will show how to use their own resources, which is usually free, right? And I'll also show how to use your own resources as well. Yeah. Um, I think someone's mic is on and is disturbing the session. So let's upload. I'll click on upload content. I'll click here, upload, and then convert your documents into interactive resources. Convert your documents into interactive resources. So I'll click on device and I'll select those documents I downloaded earlier, right? You can't see what it popped for me now, but then when I clicked on this, what is showing me now is my laptop, like my 5 folders. All right, it's on the folders now. So let me go to the things I downloaded of recent, and one of it is the first one. Someone's mic is on. Can you quickly check if your own mic is on? Is kind of interrupting the session. I don't know who that person is, but I feel somebody's mic is on. Quickly check your own side. Thank you. So you could see I've uploaded it, and it's saying convert your documents. So it is loading now, and the quiz has been made. It becomes interactive. So understanding your resource. All right. So extract existing question. You can even generate new questions. So but let's just create the resource right away. So generating question. What did I click? Did I click generate? Was it generate I clicked? I don't think so. Uh, was it generate that I clicked? Generate? Someone give me. Was it generate that I clicked? I don't know what I clicked. Whether it's generate or I can't remember. Uh, okay, it was generate. Oh, no wonder. Oh, sorry guys, it's generating it for me, but I don't want it to generate for us. Let me just click back. No, don't generate for me. Sorry. And I've used, okay, I hope I didn't use that one. Okay, let me go again, please. So sorry about that. It can generate for you, but I don't think it's necessary because we have already generated using other platforms. So there's no need of that. So I'll click on this. I'll click on open. I've clicked on open right away and then it's uploading. So let's allow it to upload. I'm trying to, we need to round up before 6:30. Um, understanding your resource. So I'll just click on create resource. I'll click on create resource instead of generate. Yeah, extract. Yeah, so create. Yeah. Okay, it's the same thing because I know there's a two, there are two. Oh, sorry. I think it's Damilola. Your mic is on and it's bouncing back to me. Good, thank you. So let's allow it to do the job. Let's allow it to do the job. Yeah, so why that is loading by the side, because I want us to make use of a bit of our time now. Let's go to that the live worksheet. So let me search for live worksheet. Is it the I think it's Wixame. Let me see Wixame shortly. The one that will be easier for us. I think it's Wixame. Let me quickly look at it. I think it's Wixame. The other guy is still loading, but let me just quickly explore Wixame. Okay, it's not Wixame. It should be worksheet. Okay, so let me go back to this. I'll come back to it. You can see that it has done that for us. Energy's ability to, it even selected the answer without you picking the answers yourself. All right. Then including the fill in the blanks, you could see, use the word in the bank. Energy is this and this and this and this. So you can assign it. Okay. So you click on publish. When you click on publish, it's, yeah, great work. Your quiz is saved and ready to play with your students. So click on it, and then it loads up. All right, exactly what you can see on the screen. That said, you can now click on assign. If you're using assign, you could send to your students anywhere. You can just use that, send it using your Google Classroom. So when you click on assign, you know how to use your Google Classroom. Just watch videos on Google Classroom. But when you click on assign, look at what happens under assign. You could copy the link and then look at it, import to class. It has an option to import to your Google Classroom. All right. So when you click on this import to class, you can select your Google Classroom. Then you add the classroom. Which one should I use? Which account is my Google Classroom created on? Is he on this my Lotachukwu? Is he on Sismo? Which one do I have my Google Classroom? So let me just choose an account. I think is let's use Lotachukwu now. So it goes straight to my Google Classroom. All right. You are signing background. Let's continue. Now, view and manage. So select all. Just give it access to do all those things. Then you click on continue. So it takes you, it does that, sends it to your Google Classroom so that your students can make use of that. All right. So look at which people am I going to send this to? Which of my class do I want to send it to? Is it to all classes? Is it to Zion Generation? All right. Is it to exam preparation with Eliezer? So let's say exam preparation with Eliezer, and then I can now click on next, and then it sends the resource to them, and your students receive this from their own end. They complete the quiz, and you get to see the results. Okay, assigned to a class. Yeah. So next. So name of this quiz. What is the name of the quiz? You can type in the name of the quiz. Is there an assignment description? You can type in the assignment description. Is there the grading you want it to use? If you want the grading to be by default, you have the default grading system here. So you could just select that out of 20, whatever thing you want. You click on next, and then it sends it directly to your Google Classroom directly, and your students can just pick it up from there. All right. So I'll click on next. So when I click on next, it has sent it already to them. Are you there now? So let's go next, right here. So you could see these are the students I have. We have David. Sorry about the noise in the background. Select the students now. What are the students? I have two students. It gives you an option. Let's say you're in that particular class you created, you have like 10 students. You send it to that particular class, then you select those that you want them to do that. But you can remember their emails are not available here. So, but then just click on done, and it has done that for you. So sections will be assigned to one class, exam preparation with LESA, the graded time. Is there a time you want them? You do want to set a deadline? You can set a deadline. After that deadline, those students will not be able to perform or answer the questions. And then you could just click on assign. You could just click on assign, and then the stuff is assigned to the kids or the students in your Google Classroom. All right. You could now save this particular place. All right. The leaders view, they can copy it. You can copy link to share with your students. It has been assigned to your class. You also copy and send to them if they are not in your class. So this is how to navigate when it comes to assigning those quiz created to your students. All right. When after the quiz has been turned to be an interactive, or your worksheet is now made to be interactive. The next option is the one I showed us last week, which I will do quickly. That one is if you want to play it right there inside the class. Instead of clicking on assign, you are going to click on, I think that was start now or something. What's the button again? Let me go back one more time. Let me go back one more time. Yeah. So you click on that assign button. Okay, not assign again. Sorry. It should be on start now. So you click on start now. So once you click on start now, it now shows you, do you want to be the one leading the session? Like this, what this one means is that if the student answer question one, you'll be the one to move to question two. They answer question two, you move to question three. That is the format where you want to review their answer. So when they answer question one, if they fail it, it gives you the time to explain the question, then you move to the next one. But if you don't want to use that method, you can use the student paste where it happens from their own end. You don't have any control over it. But I think for one-on-one classes, make use of this one so that any question they fail, you give your review immediately. And oh, So I can't answer this one. Teacher, I can't answer this one. You now explain to them, they select the answer and they move you move to the next question. But for this one, is the student pace, which means they go on their own. That's exactly what we did last week. So when I click on student pace now, you now check what kind of thing do you want them to do. Is it a classic mode? Is it a mastery pick? They keep answering till they get the right answer. All right, but let's use classic. You have your leaderboard. All right, and then you click on start now. Okay, once you click on start now, look at here. You can also arrange other things here. You click on start now. You they join with the code way ground. They join from their end. You join. Just join my quiz and enter with this code. And then once all of them has entered, you hit the start button and it starts already. It starts happening. But if you're doing a one-on-one class, I think, and you want to review what they are doing in real time, make sure you're making use of what the teacher pastes. Now, let's go back again and see how we can use their own resource. Other educators from different places have created their own worksheet already and has made it interactive. Why am I saying this? Because for you to get the worksheet we've done already from Canva, from Chatgpt, those worksheets, and we made it interactive. Remember, you have only 20 trials, all right? And then they will now ask you to pay 18,000 naira for the month. So if you don't want to do that because the money is not available, you can make use of, okay, remember I need to save this. Let's just add it to the library so that I can make use of it anytime. So let's add it here. This add this activity. So let's now, I've saved it so we don't lose it. I've saved it. Your question has been added successfully. All right. So let's now go back and use their own. Save as draft, please. So let's go ahead and use their own, the one they have right here. So let me go to home. Then I will search for that particular one. All right. So let me search. Now let's say any topic. Let me search for energy now. Energy, right? I'll hit the search button for grade 7. All right. So what's the activity length? Um, what kind of question? Energy grade 8, 20 question. Energy grade 10, just anyone you want to do. So, right? So just move through and just look at what you want to do. So let's select this energy grade 8. You can even search it on Google. You just type energy grade 7 way ground. It takes you directly to the different kind of quizzes you have without even coming to this place. Just on Google, energy way ground. Yeah, energy quiz way ground for grade 7. It takes you there. So you can see that this is what we have here. The only challenge with this kind of pattern is that you might have some questions that is not in the slide or the things you taught the kids. But it's also a good one to remind you of some of the things you forgot that you can teach that. So the same process, you can as well assign it. All right. Can you see my? Sorry, I'm not sharing my. Share this tab instead. Sorry about that. So now this is the questions I have now, all right? And I was saying that the question might be different from what you thought. That's entirely fine to see some of the areas you omitted and the things you forgot as well while teaching. So that said, we could just move around and still assign that particular energy to them. The same process. This is not your own. You didn't create this one. People have created. This one is free. They will not ask you to pay anything, right? Because you're just using their platform. You can click on the assign, all right? So select a class to assign. All right. Have you seen that? My Google Classroom is linked already. So anything I want to link, I want to share again, they're not asking me to select the email already because I've linked it in the last time. So just select the class and then you click on next and it pushes it across to your students. All right. That's how you can make use of this for your Google Classroom for the assignment. You can upload your slides to the Google Classroom and the rest of them. You also have your Microsoft Teams and some of those guys that helps you manage your students if you're a freelance educator. But if you're working with some of those tutoring companies, I think they have their own individual dashboards where you could do all of this. So that's for that. You click on assign and then the stuff is assigned to them. If you still want to make it real time, you can still click on start now and then everything begins. All right. So this is how to make use of the quizzes, their own questions, your own worksheet that you created. You can make it interactive, or you could make use of their own because you don't have the subscription words yet. Now, the next platform I want to show us that works just like this one is your Socrative. Socrative. The same process, the same pattern. You could check that out as your assignment. The same pattern, the same process, but those ones they won't give you. I love the flexibility of this guy's interface is quite easy, right? I like the flexibility of quizzes over, but let me know this is recorded, please. Both of them are very good. All right. So just go Go and check it out because the call is recorded, please. So go and check it out whether you love the other one, because nobody's paying me. I'm promoting their product. So whether you like Socrative, you like quizzes, just go ahead and make use of any of them. I think I should partner with them for the next fellowship because I'm promoting their product. What do you think, guys? All right, so that is it for all of this. All right, so let's now go over to that wiser me. I think it's wiser me. That one is also very good. Let me quickly look at, sorry, life worksheets. That one, it gives you the, you can make the quiz interactive and it is free as well, but then it will not be as interactive as this one, like this particular one we used now. So yeah, this live workshop platform can be very funny sometimes. The interface, the layout, is not looking nice. Let me show you what I have currently from their end. So now this is another place where you can make your content interactive. You can see what is happening. I've refreshed the page, but then I don't know why it's looking okay. It is here now. Create your account. I think I've used this before, but I don't know the one I used. So let me sign in. So you select, is he a teacher? Login. I don't know the one I used before. I know I have something like this, but I can't remember basically. Phew, I can't remember again. Let me sign in with Google. I can't seem to remember whether I've created accounts with those guys before. All right. Okay, I think I've done something like that before. So you could see this thing now. So what will I do here? So you could see that for these guys, you can even browse worksheets. I think I have something like browse worksheets here. So you can browse your worksheets. All right. You can edit by subject, science, you just browse. You can use their own and download their own. But then there's an option where you could create your own worksheets. Um, Let me click on browse worksheet again. So I'm clicking on browse worksheets, and then I know we can create our own worksheets. So they have a lot of worksheets here you can download, but I want to create my own. So let me go to my dashboard. Can I still remember? I don't know why their site is not too strong. Let me reload again. As if from my own end. Let me reload again. Add new worksheet. Okay, so add a new worksheet. You can create from scratch. Add a new workbook. Add a group. Add a student. So let me create on. Click on add. Remember, I went to my dashboard. So my dashboard is where you could see this option of creating. So I'm going to click on add a new worksheet and create from scratch. So which subject do I want to do? So subject is let's use the science. The grade is 6 to 8. The level, I think we've selected that. The topic, um, okay. Then worksheet. So next, please select an option. Okay. Um, Back. So middle. All right. Next. So the level, I think, is just as one. So let's pick 7th grade. I picked now. Okay. The topic is energy. Let's say physical science. Then we're at creating the worksheet. So let me choose a file from my system. So I click on choose file. Let me choose a file. The file I'm using, let's use that one we got from GPT. So let me click on it and then I open the file. It's loading. I hope it's no more than the limit. Let's see whether it's going to go through. Okay. So remember, this is how to make your own interactive on a free platform that doesn't charge like quizzes will charge you after doing that for 8 times. All right. So I've done that already. Insert selected, processing. All right. So yeah, no item selected. I don't think. Well, I think that thing is a bit big. So let me click another one. Was it too big? PDF download. No item selected. Oops, something went wrong. Choose from your computer. Okay. Let me choose import from Canva. Let's see what happens. There's an option to import from Canva, but I don't know if it's going to work through. Connect your Canva. This will take time. Okay. I think the one I chose before is the size of I don't know the size, whether it's that big. Then let me scroll through and see the file size. That is very small now. Very small. Okay, let me pick this one and see what happens. This media has been created but not yet saved. Okay, so save. If you are still following, can you give me a thumbs up, please? All right, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay. Energy. So insert selected. So hope it's not throwing error again. Okay, so the PDF is here already. All right, so let's now click on create the worksheets. So I've inserted that particular thing. So, but remember, I should put the title here. Select your language, then look for the language you want to use. I wish they have Igbo. I would prefer to use Igbo for my worksheet even. But then let me look for English. Okay, there's Igbo here. What are they saying again? Look at Igbo here. So let me look for English. Good. Now, what's the name of the worksheet? Energy. Class, you can put instruction. Don't copy. Don't copy. Be a good guy. All right, so you click on create the worksheet. Click on create worksheets. Allow it to load. I don't know why their site takes. They need to fix something right here. So there should be an editor. Let me try loading it again. Skip to main content. Yeah. Good. So this is what we have. But I don't like how it's looking. So you could now select this. Okay. Okay. Skip to main content again. Edit. Let me load this. Still not looking nice. Let's go again. There's a place where you start. Good. That's what I'm looking for, brethren. Good. So look at this now. You now start selecting the boxes you want to do now. So you have this text field. So you can copy. Can I remember again how we do this? Yeah, you drag it to this place. That's where they put their name now. So when you type their name, it enters there. So this is a text field. Now you drag it, you put it there on the class. Another text field, you drag, put it here. For score, you still drag your text field. Just click on it and then drag it. Are you there? So they can type in whatever thing they want to type in. And I think you can reduce the size. Yeah, you can. But because I don't have this kind of time, just make it very well so it arranges very well. That's a lot of them. So value. So the next one now is energy's ability to what dash. So you have the options for single choice questions. All right. So this is for test field. This is single choice. This is for checkbox. So you have for open answer, but I think I need to go for single choice here. So click on this single choice. When you click on it, you type in this is where the problem usually lies. So I think it's better just let's use box all through. Okay. A. They now select the one that is their answer. So single box. Let me move again for the second one, B. But you can reduce the sizes so that they don't interfere with each other. And I wish these guys can duplicate. No, they can't. All right. So I can reduce the size of this one again. So I go again. Hope you're following, guys. So I click on the single choice again. I drag it, but this is a lot of work, guys. So you reduce the size. This is how you're going to do it across all the questions. But let me just finish up this one, and then I'll use value all through. So the next one, single choice. you pull it through, put it right there, and then you drag it down. So, but let's use text field all through so it can be faster for us. But then this one needs that kind of thing. So let's just keep it that way. So, and then they could select the one they want to use. And let me delete this guy here. Let's cancel this. So we've done this value here. Then I've done for this energy. Let me just go to this multiple choice here so they can just fill it in. Energy. So let me go ahead and pick my single choice, not single choice. Click on text field, drag and keep it here. They will type in their values here when the time comes. So just adjust this here. Then another single choice. So if you don't want to do this, you can pay your 18,000 at the end of the month. So you have this, you have this. There are other platforms you can use as well to make it interactive, but I believe that a good number of them will not be entirely free because you have to pay for that kind of thing. All right. There are a lot of them out there. So, but this one is free. You could just put it out here. I think this shouldn't take more than um, let's say an hour or 30 minutes for you to finish up, and then you send to them. Another single choice. I don't just like it for me personally. So you put it here, you hold the edge here. I'm just dragging, click and drag, just that same way. I think Canva is a skill everybody needs. If you know how to use your Canva, this will be. Sorry, I think I'm using checkbox. So sorry, this is bad. Wasted effort in the wrong direction. Help us, Lord. I think I'm still using the wrong. I want to use text field. I'm selecting the wrong thing, man. So reduce the size. Another text field. Reduce the size. Another text field. I've not really studied this platform, but it works very well. Because I don't use it, I can't really remember some key things again. But I believe there are other simple ways you can do this. Okay, there's copy here. I'm stressing myself. Look at this copy icon. I think it will make it faster. All right, there's copy here. You can copy just that with the same size. Yeah, it does copy. Okay, so let's now see. We are done putting because of time. Okay, because of time, I would have said let me also put some of these things here. But because of time, let's just do these two questions. You can do others. So when you are done, you go to save and preview. Let's go to save and preview now. I'm done doing this. Go down. Then we'll go to save and view. So I'll click on save and view. Then you can download it. You can see that someone can type in. Can you see? Someone can type in class, date, someone can type in their score. All right. So for multiple choice, you can select what do you want? Is it sleep? Is it anyone you select at all? The sing song you can select. So, but let me just share. Let me go to the other place where I selected that fill in the blank. So they can type in as well. Type in here, type in here, type in here, type in here, their answers. So how do you do this? So I will share now. If you share this, click on this share button. WhatsApp. Um, what did I even click? You can share to Google Classroom as well. Have you seen it now? You can share to your class. Oh, sorry, I'm not sharing this tab. So you can share it to your class right here. There's an option to share to your class. You could see share to class, select the class you want to send to, share the action, answer the question, then you click on go. All right. But then if you don't want to do that, I want to share a direct link with students. Okay, let me see for WhatsApp. Cancel. So live worksheet share on WhatsApp. So now let me copy this. I've copied. It's saying I should share on WhatsApp. Let me show you. Share this tab instead. It's telling me to share on WhatsApp. So let me just copy this link now and then create a new tab and paste it there. I'm creating that and I'll hit on enter. I've hit enter. So let me share my screen now. So you see what it looks like. Share this tab instead. All right. So this is the author's instructions. Look at the instruction I gave them. So when the child clicks on that link, just copy the link and send to them. It says, look at my instruction. Don't copy, be a good guy. So the child types in their name, types in their class, types in the date, the score. All right. And then when it comes to multiple choice, you can see that as well. I don't know why it's not working really well. I think I picked the wrong one, but it should work. They click on it and select the one they want as the answer. So they still type in their answers. And when they are done, you can click on finish. then you receive the result from your own end. Is that okay, guys? Are we following till now? All right, so this is how you can make your worksheet interactive. I don't think I've omitted anything so far. These are the key things you could do to make your lessons interactive, as it were. And all right, so as it were, this is how to navigate through. All right, so that's it for that for our sections for today. I don't think I omitted any other thing on the slide. Make it interactive, upload to live quizzes to Wixar, all right, and then digital assessments, your quizzes, your Socrative, your Google form. I think everybody should know how to use this. Check out for Kahoot as well. Kahoot is very interesting. Just search Kahoot. It's very easy to navigate. Your Google form as well can do the job for you. Just watch YouTube videos on Google Forms, and that works as well. All right. So that is it. Building system that saves time. Google Meet, your next lessons, Google Classroom, Google Form, Google Sheets. Okay, let me see if I can show us for your Google Sheet in the next 5 seconds. Okay, so let's do that for Google Sheet. I believe everybody can do that actually, but then let me just let's not assume. So share this tab instead. I'm sharing here. So for your class tracking and the rest of them. So you can even use ChatGPT as well. Give me a spreadsheet where I can keep track of this, and this. It creates it for you. Then you open it up. It works entirely fine. Or you can still come back to this place and look for your Google Sheet, then use the default. They also template they have right here. All right, different one you could search. So this is for me. This is my tutoring tracker. All right, so you could just search. Let's say which one should we look at now? Which spreadsheet can we search for, men and brethren? Somebody should just help. I can't think of anything currently. Let's say you want to create for lessons. Anybody? Any practical example? Anybody? Any practical example? Just anything at all that you feel is okay, is entirely fine. So you could just search any of them right there, and then let's say attendance, attendance. Um, top sheet. No, not here. There's a place they have their templates. Okay, yeah, the gallery. Yeah, so a lot of these things you can pick from here. This is what I was looking for: weekly time, annual budgets, expenses, anything you want to just check. Or I think it's better to look at gradebook, assignment tracker for those you've assigned the students, like I said earlier, where you can keep record of the students you gave the assignment, the time you gave to them, the due dates, and all of that. So this works as well. So ladies and gentlemen, educators in the building. So that is it for your digital tools. So by next week we'll now look at opportunity. I think we should put together the opportunity and the impact, and we'll have our review of our assignments, and that's it for that. So we've looked at the mindset, we've looked at the skills, we looked at the tools and the system. So next we'll look at the impact and the opportunities we can explore. Thank you so much. I sure do hope that you understood key things, and the session is better. We didn't have any internet interruption. I think it was my laptop the last time. I got to realize it was my internet, my laptop, and not my internet as of that last week. So please just do well, and Mr. Hillary will upload the video on our channel. So what he's going to do, he's going to upload based on chapter. This chapter, Google Tools, this chapter, so that you can easily navigate through the video. And very important, while watching the video, it's important that you just hit the subscribe button. That is one thing you can give to us, and as you do so, remain blessed. Thank you so much for joining. We are so glad to have you once again, and we keep growing at every point in time. So do well to. I'm trying to send an assignment that you can execute from your own end. And remember that great educators are not defined by the tools they own; they are defined by how intentionally they use the tools that you have at your disposal. And remember, excellence. Sorry, I should be sharing this tab. Also remember that excellence grows one investment at a time. You cannot get everything at once, just one at a time. And then remember that in our next section, we look at opportunity. How do we explore? How do we get more students? How do we, all of those things happens under opportunity? And that will be by next week. So thank you so much for joining the Sismo Digital Teaching Fellowship. And you happen to be the founding cohort. I will see you next week. The journey continues next week, week 4 on opportunity. Remember, we learn with purpose and we live with impact. See you in the next section. Thank you, everyone.